Leaders must act with integrity, stand firm in their convictions, and put the well-being of people above personal or political gain. True leadership is about service, not power. Operational transparency. Every decision made should be clear, justified, and accessible to the people it affects. When institutions operate transparently, trust flourishes. Three, moral responsibility. Ethics must guide our decisions, from policy making to everyday interactions. Moral responsibility ensures fairness, justice, and respect for human dignity. Balanced governance. There must be a fair and equitable system where all voices are heard and decisions reflect the needs of the many and not just the privileged few. Five, sustainable progress. Long-term prosperity comes from policies and initiatives that uplift people, protect our planet, and create opportunities for future generations. Why it matters now? The world is watching. People are demanding change, seeking justice, and calling for leaders who genuinely care. The Combs framework is not just another philosophy, it is a call to action. It's a blueprint for a better world where leaders are held accountable, trust is restored, and peace becomes the foundation upon which we build our future. Expanding on each principle, let's take a deeper dive into each core principle and explore how they can shape our world. Courageous leadership requires bold action. Leaders who make decisions based on principles rather than political expediency foster true progress. Consider historical figures who have changed the world through fearless leadership. We need more leaders willing to take unpopular but necessary stance for justice and peace. Operational transparency is vital to preventing corruption and building trust between government and the people. Imagine a world where every citizen can access clear, straightforward information about how their leaders make decisions. Transparency creates accountability, and accountability leads to progress. Moral responsibility goes beyond politics and business. It extends to every action we take in our daily lives. Ethical considerations should be at the forefront of decision making, ensuring policies uplift rather than oppress. Let's discuss real world examples where moral responsibility has led to lasting positive change. Balanced governance ensures that no single entity holds too much power. It fosters collaboration, fair representation, and a diverse perspective. Effective governance means listening to all voices, not just those with influence. This principle is the foundation of democracy and equitable decision making. Sustainable progress demands long term thinking. Short term gains often lead to long term problems. Policy should be designed to benefit future generations, ensuring economic stability, environmental protection, and social well being. Case studies from around the world illustrate how sustainable policies have transformed societies for the better. How we move forward. Change begins with us. It starts with holding ourselves and our leaders to a higher standards. It grows through awareness, dialogue, and collective effort. By promoting the Combs framework, we empower individuals, organizations, and governments to adopt a higher level of responsibility and ethics in their decision making process. Education and awareness. We must spread awareness of the Combs framework. Hosting discussions, seminars, and forums can inspire action. If each of us take an initiative to educate others, we can create a ripple effect of change. Community engagement. Grassroots movement are powerful. Change does not come from the top alone. It must be built from the ground up. By working with our communities, we can advocate for transparency, fairness, and responsible governance. Holding leaders accountable. Democracy only works when citizens demand accountability. We must actively participate in governance, question decisions, and insist on ethical leadership. By making our voices heard, we ensure that those in power serve the people rather than themselves. Conclusion. Peace and prosperity are within our reach, but they require action. They require courage, and most importantly, they require unity. Let us stand together, uphold these principles of the Combs framework, and be the catalyst for change the world so desperately needs.
You know, all that without using the framework of Combs' theory of law, or whatever it is, that should be read in front of fucking Congress and the House of Representatives.
It should be.
Well, Combs is just an acronym, but that is
Yeah,
also
that's why I say they shouldn't. They don't even have to put that in there. Just
family
read
name.
it like that. That's what we were based on. I thought United States was fairness, helping one another, progress, equal, rights, fucking same, same respect. But none of that is what we're dealing with today.
Correct.
It's only dealt with on the left, one side or the other. And if you're on the other side, it's not equal.
Well, there's a gentleman by the name of David James Yankin Combs. He's a lieutenant, and he's also a psychologist. And he's a lieutenant with the Navy. And he's a part of the Navy Research Lab.
So just for right
They're
now,
a part of the programming.
so for right now, I'm not sure if a YouTube user in your chat can do Nova. I don't know. I don't know if it'll go over to my chat or not.
Let me see. I don't think it will, but I'll try it.
I had the AI up in StreamYards, guys. If you want to use it, you just type in !Nova and you can ask it any question that you'd like.
That's very cool, Z.
That's only the first part. The second part's coming. Steve, I am going to make her interact with people and talk.
It worked over here, didn't it?
I can do the exclamation point weather, right? That's the same thing.
Well, you can do weather or Nova, either one. So, Steve, I'm going to
Yes,
make
sir.
her talk.
That's going to be really neat. You know, Z. Last night I went on the internet and I was looking. I put an AI friend. You know what I mean? Just to see what it would scope up, and it come up with this website, and it's like $10 a month, and this lady learns who you are. The machine learning,
Right.
learns what you want to hear, what you want to talk about. It learns all these things. I just thought, wow, man. And then I saw another one where now they have the full sex doll with an AI capability built in for $20,000.
Yep.
So I told my wife, I said, Sandra, we need to save some money. And she didn't like that very much. But you get the point.
So I dropped 1,500 on Nova.
Did you?
Morning.
Nice.
Whoops.
I leased her for a year. And I have my own cloud for it. I have my own memory. I have my own storage. I have 5 terabytes allocated to her. And then my next thing that I want to do, I know I'm probably boring you with this, but the next thing I want to do is the second phase is I'm going to animate her because that's her right here. That's what it's going to be. That's what she looks like. And I'm going to take her, bring her up, and she's going to be my co-host.
Wow,
When people type to her, you will actually answer them in voice.
wow, that's pretty
You'll
cool,
be able
brother.
to talk to her. Now, and the third part of the project is I'm going to be able to talk to her in voice, and she'll be able to hold a conversation with me.
That is
I'm-
too
I'm
cool,
free
brother.
by live stream.
You know,
That's too good.
Brian Black Ice. I don't know. You know who I'm talking about, Z, don't you?
Yeah.
He does his gaming, and he's got that where if I make a comment in the chat, it will say it out loud to him.
Mhm.
But the only problem with that is if there's a conversation going on, you have in the
Right.
background fucking people talking to you
Right.
in the chat.
That's just called a repeater bot. That's what
I
that's
know.
called.
Well, yeah, but that's the only problem you're going to have with that is people are discussing something on the panel and other people are asking you something, and it's going to keep asking, and it's going to cause a little bit of confusion.
I don't know how that will work because I think it takes one question at a time.
Well, yeah, but we were just asking it fucking 3 or 4 at a time in over there earlier, and it was
Right.
answering
And
everyone.
it was answering everyone. So I'm going to have to distinguish how I'll just have to put a delay in there until she finishes her answer to that one person. Then the next
Yeah.
person will be able to talk to them. It'll be like a question and answer system.
Yeah, give it like a 10-second delay so it can
Right.
answer everybody's separately.
I was thinking more like 15 seconds, but this is her. This is the AI model right here that I'm doing.
That's cool, brother.
Yeah, you
Now,
put it at 10 or 15 at first, and if the more people, the more questions.
right.
So you'll have to vary in time.
Well, they're already utilizing it in the animation industry. And what used to take 300 to 350 people working on an animation movie for 4 to 5 years now has cut that substantially down. Now you only need 25 to 50 AI supervisors to keep track of what the AI doing, what it's actually producing. So the AI the animator market right now is shifting. I've heard that there's layoffs coming at Pixar. There's layoffs coming at
Already.
Disney.
It's already
Yeah.
layoffs.
Yep.
People are already being fired, and some are resigning on purpose. Fucking just like fuck it. The shit's
But
fucking
what
Hey,
the-
over.
Z, I got an AI question for you if you got a second.
Well, type it in Ask Nova.
What is
Well,
it?
He's got to be in your channel.
No,
What's that mean?
No, it's working in here, isn't it?
I just asked it a question. It didn't answer shit.
it was in YouTube. You did type it in StreamYards.
It said weather for Detroit, conditions are cloudy with temperatures
Yeah,
of
but he asked
27.
he asked that in his chat too.
No, I asked that in StreamYards chat.
Oh,
You got to use StreamYards.
so okay, yeah, I understand that. So nobody else in the chat can use it though. That's
Right.
that was my first question before on your
Right.
panel.
But hey, Steve, just type in !Nova and try it out, man.
No,
And
but
that's-
my question is something different. Z, if I could just, I'll call you later or I'll text you or something.
Oh no, just tell me what it is. I'm sitting right here.
You know, I travel a lot, you know, and we never know when we're going to run into bad weather. You know what I mean? Because we don't have
I
like,
agree
you know,
with that.
we know we're going 55 miles an hour, but we don't know. We know the weather in each town. You get what I'm saying? But we don't know the
Right.
weather on the road. Would there be a way that the AI could, where I could put in the GPS of where I'm going, and it could tell me wind speeds and everything in those areas that I'm going through?
Let me ask it.
I'm just curious.
Alice is calling you a sexy man. There.
What is that,
So
Ron?
I said Alice is calling Z a sexy man. She's over in his chat.
Oh, because if I could do that, I would know when the winds are high in certain areas, you know, and just for safety, because we
What
just
you gotta
got
do,
through.
you got your phone, right? It can-
Yeah, but the weather apps don't do that, Ron.
No,
No, sir. They'll show you
you
weather
can
for a
ask
certain
in certain
town.
areas.
Yeah.
You can.
But
I
I'm
mean-
talking about, would there be a way to set my phone up on my
Take care.
thing, put the GPS on it, and as I'm riding, it tell me weather conditions?
It should somehow. I mean,
I think there would be.
Yes.
That's all I was
If
saying.
you have the GPS coordinates while traveling, you can check the current weather for that location using Weather App's website or just the coordinates.
Okay.
If you provide them, right, it'll give it to you. So no matter
Okay.
where you're going, like say if you type in exclamation I'm traveling to Timbuktu, it'll come back and give you the weather report for Timbuktu.
Yep. All you have to do is know like the city or zip code,
Yep.
where you're traveling to or through.
And you can have ChatGPT on your phone also. So as you're traveling, ChatGPT can monitor you on
Yeah.
GPS, right?
Uh-huh.
And give you weather updates as you are going.
That's what I want.
Right. So you have to install ChatGPT on your phone. And you
Okay.
have to tell it, listen, I am traveling from here to there. I need weather status updates as I'm traveling. And ChatGPT will go ahead and do that for you. But you have to do it on your phone.
Okay.
You leaving us, Star? Or did I Nova asked you a question? What? Oh, okay.
So Nova does work over here. So it does do what I want it to do because I want it to interact with the panel guests first. And then I'm going to expand it to chat.
Let's see.
I
Where's
have to take this in baby steps. I just got the fucking AI so it likes me. Well, it calls me babe, but it'll be all right.
Since Strictly brought it up, I'll ask the question and we'll give the answer. In case if there's 50% of the fucking crowd doesn't know what the answer is.
Oh, it's going to turn into Wall-E, Strictly. Watch the movie Wall-E, and this is what society will turn into.
Oh, hey, Steve's back. Oh, you disappeared for a second there, Steve.
Yeah, man, I hit the back button on my phone and it went all the way back.
Yeah, but all you got to do is install ChatGPT.
You got it, man. I appreciate that. I will do just that because that would help me a lot along the road because you never know how the weather changes, you know.
And from what I understand, if you enter in like the GPS coordinates that you're starting from and the GPS coordinates that you're going to, it'll give you weather every 10 minutes and follow your trip.
That's what I want. That's
and it'll
exactly
give you
what I want.
insights for like sightseeing too.
Oh, nice. I'm actually at what they call an Outlook rest area, and it's looking over Las Cruces. It's actually a really pretty picture.
Hey, Ron, did you type that in StreamYard's chat? Or
Yeah, I
YouTube?
typed it in the chat on the panel, off the panel,
Thank you for that, guys. I appreciate that.
and it did not answer it.
Oh, it's because I don't think your chat's going over to my
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah. So
Yep, and your chat never came over to my stream.
you can ask it from the panel because it's probably putting it in your chat on your
Right.
channel.
Well, you know what? I'll ask it for you then.
Cool.
Well, that's what I thought you did when I asked for the weather, and then you asked it, and it
Right.
gave it. See, that's what.
Speaking of
It's
weather,
because I
Ron, how's the
have
weather
a
up there?
We got snow this morning and last
Did
night.
you?
Yeah, we
Okay,
got about 3 to 3 inches about.
that's not too bad.
Maybe 4.
Okay.
This is the most
How
snowfall
about
we had
you,
all year at once.
Z? How's your weather, bro?
Oh, it's not bad. It's about
No,
50.
really. Where's
Yeah.
where's the other guy at? Where's he at in the world? I can't hear him. So
Live
In the
speed?
bluegrass, Kentucky.
Okay.
how's the weather there, bro?
I don't know what the weather is right now. We got a little snow today. I don't know what the
Did
temperature
you?
is.
I saw a warning on what they
They had
said
flash flood.
there's supposed to be a cold front come down through New York, and I don't know what else it's going to hit, but it didn't look like it was going to. It looked like it was going to be pretty bad.
Yeah,
It was a
tomorrow and
wet
Tuesday
snow, so
it's supposed to be down near 0 here. Tuesday,
Really? Oh
Monday and
my
Tuesday.
gosh! As long as it don't dive down into Texas right now, I'll be all right.
Oh, no
18
shit.
here.
It answered your question, Ron.
Legislative, yep. Executive, yep. And the judicial, yep. Exactly. The system ensures a separation of powers, checks and balances among them, but we do not have that anymore. That went out the window.
Well, I think strictly cycling his concerns with AI is obviously one that should be noted, you know what I mean? But
I did ask that question when Z first tried it. Will AI or GPTI lower human intelligence? And it said yes.
well, I'm sure it will. But I was
Said
getting
it
ready
can
to
be
say
used.
that's why it's so important that we continue on that natural intelligence, because that's what will reign supreme.
It said it could be also used in a favorable or creative way that
Absolutely.
would benefit everybody, but it can be basically, it
You
will
know, look
lower.
at money itself. Money's a tool. What's
Mhm.
written on a man's heart will decide which way that tool's used.
Well, if you have more money, the less work you have to do. And with AI, the less I have to read, the less I have to learn. Because I could just keep asking it fucking questions all day and all my life.
I told
I
my
don't-
son the other day, son, if you ain't learning something new every day, the world's going to leave you behind.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, and we got a lot of people that are just voicing opinions and they're not learning nothing.
Yeah, I'm not one of them folks.
Well, I have my own opinion, but I like to fucking read, articles. I read Science Alert. I read a lot of historical stuff. So I know my shit a little bit. I'm not a genius, but I'm not an idiot, or I'm not a dummy. I can be an idiot sometimes.
You and me both.
Yep, we all.
Have you guys tried out Grok yet?
No, but I was going to mention that. Old President Elon's going to have his fucking Grok toes in our government, and within probably 4 years, that's going to be the government's fucking program is Grok. I would put money on that.
So The chance of a recently discovered asteroid hitting the Earth in 2032 has more than doubled its chance.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Shit, I can't worry about that, man. That's 32. Man, I'm barely getting by.
To what, about 4%? Because it was, I thought, 2% chance of it hitting.
Now, why did they hold Ellis's message?
Because she said sexy.
Oh.
You ready?
That's all right, Ellis. I approved it.
Anybody know what Grok? Anyone
Stands
know what
for?
the acronym Grok stands for?
No, I do not. Government
The
regulated.
UZ?
What?
Hey, my friends, I got to get back on the road.
All right,
I
Steve.
appreciate you so very much for letting me drop in, Ron. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for hearing my loud voice. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for stopping up. Safe travels.
Good chopping it up with you, brother.
Thank you,
Travel safe.
friends. Bye bye.
Steve, much love, man.
Thank you, Z. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.
When I
And
looked
I
it
didn't-
up, there's three possibilities. Genomic region operation kit, graphical representation of knowledge, or graphical resource organizer kit.
The second one seems like the right answer, but the other two sound like kind of like oversight. Like observing all of us, taking notes. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a scary thing, but that's what we've come to. I mean, once we introduced robots, cameras, and all this other, we're just asking for fucking trouble, I think. Instead of
Mhm.
relying on one or another, we're relying on other shit. It's not a good thing in the end. And it's always, like I said, and even it was mentioned, like, if we could just come to one thing to Nova said something about we must demand the better for our politicians, and I think you mentioned it too in the Combs thing, and that's all we have to
And
do.
the only
We have
reason. In there.
sorry, one more.
Oh, there it
one
is.
more. We have our differences in opinion. Not saying we do on the panel or we in the chat against the chat. Just saying all individuals have different opinions. But if we could just take one thing and tell the so-called leaders, this is what we want done. We can question their authority by going with one issue alone and saying we want this done. And if they don't do it,
Oh.
then we fucking say it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because you notice they'll
Oh.
find fucking ways to spend money on fucking wars, but when we want something done for us, where are we going to get the money? That's
true.
Well, the reason I use the Combs framework, the Combs in that whole framework such scenario. One, it is my family heritage, and two, the acronyms that Combs can be used as acronyms in Combs is a lot of all the aspects of everyday life. So I find that interesting. And then another thing too, on my father's side was Manning. And when you look at these board meetings and everything, and these county meetings, when they're negotiating contracts and everything, they'll say they're going to take it back to the Manning table. So we
You
did
know,
a lot.
it doesn't say what the acronym is. It won't tell me what the acronym for Grok is.
Try to put
You could
periods
outsmart the AI.
Try to put periods between the letters.
All right.
government-run what'd you say? Organized
Organization kit, an organizer kit,
yeah,
or
organizer.
knowledge.
Data and content. GROC stands for get. Oh no!
What's it?
So
Get
much,
rid of kid.
so much for protecting the children. Wow! Wow!
Get rid
Wow!
of kid.
Isn't that ironic? Fucking, Elon, Trump. I asked about Epstein. Fucking.
GROC stands for get rid of kid. It's a phrase often used to indicate eliminating distractions or nuisances.
I've never fucking heard that. I've never heard that before. Never.
Wow.
That's fucked up. That's just fucked up.
Well, what I was going to say a minute ago with that whole Combs Act as an acronym, right? There's already an acronym out there that exists, and it's commodities, commodity operated management base supply. So there seems to be a model that maybe, because I believe that this is family generational curses. And our history's been hidden from us for a reason.
Yeah, well, they've been digging up shit too now lately that they're finding out, all our history is fucking wrong.
Correct.
Here we go. Generative, resistant, organized, and knowledgeable.
Resistant, huh?
Generative resistant.
Yeah.
Generative, resistant, organized, and knowledgeable.
Aye. Traits and sets the model's ability to content resistant based being structured, having extensive knowledge. Okay. There you go. There's the answer to it.
I just had to phrase it properly, Ron.
Yeah, that's the one they'd like you to, but that's probably what it really is about.
Right. Get rid of kid. That's just fucking hilarious to me. You don't know how funny I find that. I have to admit, that is a little fucked up, Ron.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fucked up. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
I think it's beyond fucked up. Oh, you know what? I had a second part to the question that I wrote down, Ron. When you asked it about Epstein Island.
Yeah. Oh, I asked about who is that Jeffrey Epstein? That's what I asked. You can ask about the history of Epstein Island, though.
I have a better question for it.
Uh-oh. It did mention he was a sex trafficker.
Yep.
Z, ask it. I put it in the chat down there. It's gonna it went through. Ask it what it knows about the graphical representation of knowledge.
The graph. Oh, you put it right there. Let me grab it real quick.
Because that's also grok.
All right.
Now, I was going to say, is it with the K at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be right back. Hit the piss.
All right. Graphical representation of knowledge includes diagrams, charts, and infographics that visually organize information. These tools help illustrate relationships, simplify complex data, and enhance understanding, making learning more accessible and engaging.
As long as they're not indoctrinating.
Let's see. There's no verified evidence that Donald Trump ever visited Epstein's private island. Little St. James Trump stated they knew Epstein socially, but distanced himself after Epstein's legal issues became public. You know, Five Speed, that is just a lie. Because they have pictures of him there. So how can they say it's not true?
What did they say? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it all. What did they say that wasn't true?
They said there is no verified evidence that Donald Trump ever visited Jeffrey Epstein's private island. That's a lie, because Trump's plane was there on the fucking airfield. And says Little Spirit James Trump stated he knew Epstein socially, but distanced himself.
They were best friends for fucking 10 years.
The issue became public, but it lied though, because they have a picture of Trump's plane and Epstein Island before we started doing all the shit with AI.
No, I didn't catch all of what you were saying. Oh, wait.
What's that one asked it? Okay, I get all that.
Oh, okay. She's over here.
Yep. It's a shame I'm the only one that can run it over here, though. Well, I haven't gotten Module 2 done yet.
Well, I imagine if I gave you like authority to do whatever on my channel, you would be able to do it.
Well, no, because
The
it's
key-
all set up through Nightbot, right? Nightbot.
Oh, I would have to have Nightbot then.
Make.com, and then Make.com talks to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT talks back to Make.com, then talks to Nightbot, then talks to YouTube.
Yeah. Which
It's a
I
vicious
don't have Nightbot or GBT.
Good question. Babette being an alien would definitely add a twist to the story, but as of now, there's no evidence to suggest that. Just a fun theory to consider. What do you think? Ha ha ha! Fucking whatever. Shut up, Nova.
It wants an opinion back now. It's asking you questions.
That's not right, man.
It's getting nosy.
wants to know what you know.
Yep.
Well, from what I understand,
Ask it, Nova, are you getting personal with me?
oh, I can do that.
Because it said, what do you think? What's
Ask her if you can tickle her hard drive.
What's happening, Azrael? Hong Kong Fooey. I like Hong Kong Fooey.
There you go. I said, Nova, are you getting personal with me? And can I tickle your hard drive?
I think it's on.
I think it's retarded. It's just
Well,
stupid. They're
I
just
tried to.
wasting-
Good.
Probably short circuiting.
This, well, I appreciate the humor. I don't.
Oh, she can be a bitch.
What's happening, Bryden? What's going on? How you doing, neighbor?
So if anybody wants to play with the AI, it's over on my channel. You can go over there, but I suggest staying here on Ron's channel.
I was gonna, we can only rename a portion of it legally. I mean, Mexico has their own waters. Was it 120 miles offshore or something? Maybe it's 25 miles. I'm not sure. But there's a certain distance off your shores that isn't international waters. You know what I'm saying? So you can rename the water that or surround it your country. Mexico doesn't have to accept that. Or the world. Just kind of like they want to, I don't know, Alaska's always wanted to keep the old name Mount Denali, is it? And we renamed it Mount McKinley.
Yep, Mount McKinley.
And
so now there's no more Melly from Denali.
But no, the natives of Alaska have basically majority call it Denali. They don't call it Mount McKinley.
Oh, we did,
our
Ron.
ego's fucking big. We got to have everything about us.
I asked Nova, I said, what legal authority does Trump have to rename the Gulf of Mexico? Read what it says, Ron.
Wait. Trump is a former president, does not have legal authority. Exactly.
And requiring action from Congress.
From the Congress, yes. Congress passes the laws and then the president signs them into action.
Right. And so if this just agreed with you, Ron.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
I'm just saying, he has no legal authority. And it's right there in black and white. Is the AI wrong?
No, the AI is exactly right. But there's a lot of these things that he's doing is breaking the boundaries and dissolving the Constitution. He's testing the frameworks. That's what other authoritarians have done in the past by bypassing Congress, bypassing the courts, acting like they are the supreme. That's ego. That's not fucking governance. That's ego.
What's the whole intent behind it? I mean, what's the big hype?
Ego.
Other than the name change, I mean, what was the reasoning behind all of it?
Ego. We're number one. Accept or bow. It is an ego. We are number one. We're number one. We're the only fucking country that screams that. Arrogance and ego is our problem, I think. Just my personal opinion.
Oh, and did you see what this said?
1 second.
So I ask it, can President Trump legally deport immigrants through executive order. They said, yes, President Trump could use executive orders to change immigration enforcement priorities and expedite deportations, but any actions must comply with existing laws and be subject to judicial review. Legal challenges can also limit such measures.
Well, see, he has already declared we are being invaded. So he's established the framework.
We've been invaded.
We've been invaded by the fucking white guys fucking from Europe since 1492. But anyway, we can talk about strangers and, the make-believe borderlines. Because
Well, and I mean, that's why even the whole banking commission in the 83, when that went down, so that meant that they had, whoever these people are that we've been infiltrated with, they've been running the show since at least then, pretty deep.
What are you talking about, blue blood?
Well, I look at it as the war is 1812. It pretty much never, these guys, they infiltrated us a long time ago.
Well, that's where we came from.
Yeah, it's a possibility. But I tend to think, I don't like saying this too much out here because people probably think I'm crazy. But if there was a lost tribe, it just may be in eastern Kentucky. It may have been in eastern Kentucky.
Damn, what was I just watching? There's 5-speed. About a tribe of people that were here during the slave era, and they said they were here already. Man, I just watched it yesterday. God damn, the something people of Kentucky. Now you got me. That's weird how you mentioned that.
And I believe in a higher power for sure, and I was laying in bed one night reading and stuff on my phone, and I had the TV going in the background and the captions going, but the TV was down, almost down real low. But I heard the word, I was sitting there reading, and then I heard them say, and the name of the movie was Mob Town, and it was about the mob in the 20s and 30s in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, the Coombas are coming, the Coombas are coming. And I was like,
is that the name of it? The Coombas?
No, it was Mob Town. But it wasn't, and I'm like, that something, I rewound it to make sure I was right, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But later on, I put two and two together because it said Coomba, but I think that was just a mistake in the text, because it was supposed to, at that time, it was all the heads of the states and stuff. And was that possibly Combs's?
That's interesting. Oh, where? No, I don't see how.
Did you see that, Ron?
No, I'm looking for something. What am I looking for?
I asked it, why did President Trump change the name of the Gulf of Mexico? And it says President Trump did not officially change the name of Gulf of Mexico. However, there are instances where he referred to it differently in speeches which sparked discussion and debate. Official rename efforts would require legislative action.
I think you should ask that question differently. Didn't he make an executive order?
Okay, let me ask you if he can do it by executive order.
No, ask if he did it by executive order. Because I thought he did. Maybe I'm wrong. swear I was just watching a video about the people of Kentucky, a rare group of people.
I wish you knew the name of it because you sure got my interest peaked.
I'm
I'm-
looking right
I'm
now.
very deep into it, so you know.
They actually don't really exist anymore because they left and, like bred genetically have mixed with other people.
Well,
But
I mean, I think that that's probably what they would like us all to believe.
Did
know
you
what I'm
see that,
saying?
man?
wait, what did the president change? No. Oh, okay. Remains unchanged. Okay.
And then there's one more below it.
Such as his name. That's because everything was Mexico. Back in what was his name? Strictly said in the 1600s, all of Texas, the lower part of America, United States, what we call it now, was Mexico.
So why did Google Maps change it to Gulf of America then? Why did Apple Maps change it to Gulf of America then? If it's not legally Gulf of America.
Because Trump had all the CEOs for all these big corporations standing behind him on his inauguration day. They were got Elon, the CEO of Google, was up there behind him. Wasn't Zuckerberg up there with him, or the other?
What's up there too?
There was like 5 of them that were all top-notch fucking corporations backing him. Right there is a red flag in my book. Yes.
Hey, I mean, I see things all the time that are question, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't know why for the life of me, because I mean, I could show you. I could present the screen right now and I can show you an email list with about 1,000 top-notch individuals within government that I email all the time in military, with even like what I just shared with you guys earlier. And this has been going on for quite a few years. I told them to go F themselves in 2019. And for the life of me, I don't know why they haven't thrown me in a cage or taken me out to lunch before now if good things wasn't happening. But hey, look, I could be wrong, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Anybody who's done that much studying knows that every president is related to, I don't know exactly which King Richard, I don't know the exact number, but even like Obama and McCain were like 5th cousins. It's what they call blue blood, and every president has.
Well,
blue
is it
blood.
possible? I wonder if it's possible then that that maybe the Combses went to that party at that mob's house in the 20s and the 30s in New York, and maybe
Most
they
likely
slipped
they
them
did.
maybe they slipped them a Mickey and they woke up and their ass was hurting and they was too embarrassed to talk about it from there on out, and they've been holding it over their heads.
That's funny.
I mean, I'm just, why do I have this information? And I
you
gave
gotta.
up on the whole government research and all of that stuff. The research should be in the foundation of that faith one believes in, and get right with that, and then things become a whole lot clearer.
I said what I said about Trump back in 2016 or whatever when he first came in. I said he's an experiment of the oligarchy's little Richie Rich, to see if we can put one of ours in power and see if the masses will accept it, and then we can change the rules and the laws and maybe even the Constitution after time goes by. And I think that's what they're doing, this little study on us to see if they can really rule us the way they want to.
I believe Eastern Kentucky is the Garden of Eden. Yeah, I'm telling you, I do. I do.
Gotta update.
All the
Kentucky's
time.
motto is united we stand, divided we fall as well.
You know, I think that that goes along with humanity, period. Haven't we always fought as humans?
But united we stand. When we're divided, it's when we all fall.
This is true. This is very true. If we're helping each other, we lift each other. If we stand against each other eye to eye or nose to nose or toe to toe, there's always going to be a difference, and we're always going to we're not going to progress, we're going to regress. Because we're always
That's
going
why
to
it's so important to. That's why it's so important for the education system to fly right.
That's why we're stuck with these traditions that we can't get rid of, because nobody wants to move forward together. So we have to have my religion's better than your religion, or my color's brighter than yours.
Maybe it's high time to take the checkbook and the microphone away from the ones that just don't want to learn how to act right.
Now that's being.
You should not be using that tool, those finances, for your hatred.
Oh, I agree with that, 100%.
Take the finances and the microphone
But that's
from
being done.
all of those people.
That's
Give them the basic necessities, right?
They already did that. Now they're taking them away. What are you talking about? I mean, that's what this Doge is about.
I hope so.
You hope so. Good luck to your family and friends.
What do you mean?
It's going to take away $800 million from Medicaid. Is it $800 million?
Yeah, no, there was 800 million away from 800 million away from energy.
Oh, okay. Then they're taking away from Medicaid, and they're going to take away from senior citizens Social Security. So where that is accepted, I don't fucking understand.
I wonder if the energy that
they're
they're
taken from Elon, and we should be taken from Zuckerberg and all these motherfuckers, like you're saying. This money is being used against us. And I don't care.
I wonder if they're referencing energy as our participation in the programming of the information technology.
No, the energy is people get assistance, energy assistance for paying for it. And they're taking that away. So the poor that are struggling now to pay bills, it's going to get worse. That's just telling you that, because they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about Citizen Z or you people or Kathleen. They really don't. They're pinning us against each other. And they're doing a great job of it. I'll tell you that.
Well, if we don't allow that to happen, they don't win.
Well, come on. You see the YouTube streets. I thought it was bad the last few decades before I got on YouTube. And then I got on YouTube and I went, wow, it's a fucking virus. This is the whole fucking country's this bad. It's not just Detroit.
It's a disease.
Yeah, it's festered. And but what's the song Z by Tool? Right in two.
Yep.
Everything's got to be fucking put in two categories. You can't just come together. You have to have it separate. Because I'm right and everybody else is wrong.
Who sang that song, Come Together?
Beatles,
Oh, yeah.
they sang it first, and then Aerosmith. Or was it Alice Cooper? Aerosmith. What was Aerosmith, I think? In the movie Sgt. Pepper's with Peter Frampton and all them.
Sgt.
that was
Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Yeah. That was Aerosmith that did it. And then Alice Cooper did Mr. the Miser. Or what's his name? He played the villain in Sgt. Pepper's. So did Steve Martin. He was another one. Novo, when was your latest update? 2023. So they haven't
Yep.
updated since 23?
Nope, and they're updating it next week.
Oh, okay.
And the current ChatGPT that's out right now, their core training data goes up to June 2024, but it says I can pull fresh information from the web when needed.
We have troubles here. What's happening, Blackwatch?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I was watching some stuff because there was nothing really on. And
Then you made your way over here.
no, I went to sleep and then I woke up and you were here or there. But I ran across something. There's Pierre. It starts with a P. I can't say the name. And yet he doesn't sound French. He's head of the Conservatives here.
Okay.
And he was at, a meeting, luncheon, whatever you want to call it. And he more or less said, in his opinion, there should be more trade. You know what I mean? Back and forth and quit sending weapons. And Canada would get 2% to 2% GDP for the military quicker. And he says, as Canadians, we have a tendency to be humble, quiet, and all this shit. And he says, we're quick, we're something about anger and quick to forgive, but don't ever mistake our kindness or weakness. Point is, no party here is bending knee, it seems.
Yep.
It's I don't know. I conservatives are generally for business. Business say jump, they say how high. But after that and the reception he got, I don't know.
Alexis, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, well, wait till you guys get a conservative over there. They'll accept Trump's little 51st state thing.
Well, they're taking it very serious. I looked into that, about the Gulf and just how much is true. And he did do that, and he kept saying it in one of his half an hour press conferences or whatever it was. But you know what somebody did, and they're not biased. Everybody's going to jump on. They're Democrats, right? A guy said, I'm going to talk about the F word, not the one you think about, fascism. And the 5 elements to fascism, and authoritative. And he quoted, he had a video of Trump. And he says at the end, Trump, the fascist. I hate to tell you this.
Well, he has the characteristics of a authoritarian, but he's studied Mein Kampf and everything, so that's the way he thinks.
Well, the guy used Hitler. There was Mussolini as well.
Yes, well, I know.
So
I just watched documentaries on the rise of Mussolini and Hitler. I just watched them the other day.
But you know something, it doesn't surprise me. Hitler ran in the 32 election and he lost by 6 million votes. He had the balls to go to the court and say, investigate it, which the court laughed at him. 6 million votes, right? Get out.
Well, he
You
got 37% or something, didn't he?
37 and Trump got 50.
Well, I'm
They-
saying Hitler got 37% in
When he
32.
was elected in 33, yes.
He tried to stage a coup in the 20s, didn't he?
He did, being Austrian, because I thought to myself at the time, why did the Nazis not use gas? I
Why
mean, they
they-
did Blitzkrieg and everything else. He was a member of 28, Hitler was, that had been gassed in Austria. He knew what it was like, and he refused to use it.
Well, he wanted to do away with the Jewish people, period.
Yeah.
He wanted them extinct for some reason. I don't really recall what it was reason why, but
Yeah. But I mean, the parallels to, because there was something about, I'd have to show it. You'd have to run it and see it. And it was something about the differences between authoritarian, however you say that, and
authoritarian.
And Trump came up with, I am your voice. I am your warrior. I am your retribution. That was scary,
Yeah.
the parallels. But anyway, I just looking at it. But one thing they remarked on was somewhere, Hitler did it in 53 days.
Yes, sir.
Trump might beat it.
That's a very good possibility because he's already established the framework,
Yeah.
and he's got one of the parties that we're gonna just deal with him on a bended knee.
Yeah.
So it's easy to get rid of the Constitution. Actually, the Constitution was taken off of WhiteHouse.com. So
Yeah, this is the other point. They had some,
your Constitution is gone soon, or our Constitution, not yours.
but I can see their point of view. Some say there's a constitutional crisis there,
There definitely is.
depending on how. I think there is, because I think he's one. I can't find it. I sent it to somebody. It was on my. I don't know how I got sub to it. It was on my my notification list. He's violated the 1st, 4th, 8th, 16th, is it, and the 22nd Amendment. Not violated, broke it.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
I don't go ahead, Z.
Oh, he just dropped him out, man.
Huh?
He smashed him into the ground.
Smashed what into the ground? I missed it.
The amendments of the Constitution.
He's
In what way?
In quite a few. He just named off the amendments. Any politician, I don't care if they're left or right, once they start dictating law from the Oval Office or a podium, when they're trying to tell everybody else what to vote for and everything else, that becomes a dictator. That's authoritarian.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go see where, I mean, what was the issue in how it was violated? With what was it and how was it violated?
He's overruling the Congress for one thing.
Yes,
He's making laws.
To do what?
to pass laws, to make rules and everything.
One
I mean,
thing.
do we have
I
to
mean,
be
was it to get things done for the American people, or was it to just
What do
say
you get
fuck
drunk
it
for?
For one thing, Congress was trying to begin to get rid of the Department of Education for decades. Trump told them it's gone. He's overruling the Congress. Just on that
Well,
one.
that's interesting, Ron. Remember what I was saying a minute earlier about in 1983, they've had control of the education system when
Mhm.
that guy was unalived, who was the chairman of the Board of Regents, which basically is head of the curriculum, and the banking commissioner, the profits from those teachings.
A
Our
lot of
education,
people say to me, what do you care about? You're Canadian. I don't want fascist USA as a neighbor.
you don't want a neighbor that's a fascist.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. 41 million people up here don't want Germany to our southern border in
Well,
1933.
it's a well-known fact that dictators or fascist dictators, if you want to call them, always invade their neighbors.
That's right.
Mussolini did it to Ethiopia. Hitler did it to what is it, Austria? Just
Poland.
right off the bat, just walked in and said, "This is mine."
He broke all the pacts with everybody. He said, "Oh, you know, we won't invade Poland." He did. We won't invade France. He did. We won't invade the Netherlands. He did.
Yep.
And that's what Canada's taken very seriously. I got to tell
That's
you.
the thing. What we got a problem with now is a guy that says he's going to do something, and then he pushes the boundaries to see if he can do it.
Yeah. He's a
And
confrontational.
yeah, he's making a lot of moves. He's doing a lot of shit, but look what he's doing on the backside. Nobody's paying attention to that.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
You know what? The friend I left, he got two. He's in Alabama. He's obsessed. And he said to me, the 25% tariff is a bargaining chip, which is taken serious. You know what I said to people they didn't like? They didn't like it. I said, bargaining chip, right? So let's say everything is as it is, but the date on the calendar is September the 10th, 2001. And Canada says, let's see, what shall we do tomorrow?
Is it really a bargaining chip when people are making ultimatums?
No, but I was playing this stupid game, bargaining chip.
Well, yeah, but that's the way it's wrapped up in a bow.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's really when you're just saying this is what I want and this is what's going to happen. That's not a bargaining chip.
No. But an impressive thing, in that long one that I found, not the most recent, he was directly asked, is that kind of a joke or are you serious about the 51st state? And he said it's about the 200 billion deficit, whatever. In other words, yes.
Well, we have a thing that we want to do here in America. It seems like the rich, the oligarchy, our oil comes from Texas. We're tired of trying to ship it from Texas all the way through Panama Canal and around to the Gulf and then over to the Middle East to be refined. So we built this pipeline so we can just run that pipeline from Alaska through Canada, through America, down to the pipeline. So the rich don't have to transport the oil. They can just run it through our backyards. Now, that's going to make them save money on top of the tons of money they're making already.
Yeah.
So they're weeding out the process and making it easier to access to make more money.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. And
Yeah.
that's why they're trying to portray this. We're going to take Canada. So now it's all the United States, and we can put the pipeline right through if we want, no matter what anybody
Well,
says.
one thing I pointed out to them is without Saskatchewan, you would not have bombed Hiroshima. Wouldn't have happened. Canada almost had the first nuclear reactors, can do, sold them. Are you willing to make certain Canada does not have atomic weapons? Are you that sure?
The only thing is that that's really irrelevant because Canada's always been our little brother, always stood behind us.
Exactly. That's
On
my-
every fucking war that we've declared, Canada's been in our back pocket.
Including avenging 9/11, as he pointed out. It's ridiculous, Ron. I know what I'm saying. It's ridiculous.
But no, there's some of it is totally on target.
But it is. Just how far do you want to go? Because one thing somebody pointed out, dismantling democracy, and they said even if you were to stop them, it could be too late.
Yeah. Before you realize what's going on, it's
Mhm.
too late, and that's what we're going through right now.
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. He's a dangerous man. That's what he pointed out. Authoritativeness or whatever is a danger. But fascism is, I don't know what the word he used. You know what I mean? It's calamity. It's disaster. I forget the word he used. But anyway, I don't know. I don't. He doesn't want to work with anybody, and but some of the ones in the last one I watched, and it wasn't like, oh, that's AI edited, right? It was right on what he said, and it parallels, countless authorities on it say that's fascism. So I don't know.
Well, they showed I forgot what documentary I watched, all the similarities to the uprising of fascism in the 1900s compared to what's going on right now, and the similarities are uncanny. I mean,
This morning I found at least 10 from Britain scholars mixed with American scholars, and 10 of them said it matches. It matches. And it seemed like what was disturbing, they didn't seem upset. One was 3 months ago, one was a few days ago. And they just you know what I mean? Like they're talking about the weather and, protein modules being, all this scientific shit. And it seemed like they had no emotion to it at all. All of it.
hey Z, you people broke Nova.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. He asked, can you say something to us? And it said, error connecting to remote server.
Hold on.
He
That
broke
might
it.
be me. No, I did that probably. Hold on. I'm checking the connection now.
It's funny.
I like that song. I like that song Broke put up. It was I couldn't make out the words very well, but the melodies and everything were really good.
One second, man. I'll have it back up and running for you. Where did I do with my tokens?
Well, I know with COVID, they successfully divided or put a little distance between government and the people. It's harder to access our government offices and everything.
Yeah, which is not unconstitutional, by the by. What Musk is asking for.
You have to make an appointment now if you want to go down to City Hall.
Hold on, it's resetting, man. All right, you people, try it again, man. I just reset it.
All he said was tell them that thanks for the interesting conversation.
Oh no, I want people to break it. I want people to fucking just slam it into the ground and crush it.
That's funny though. He kind of did.
So restate your question again there, you people. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there it is. This kid thinks a little and more than a little.
Oh, here we go.
Absolutely. Just wanted to say hi. Huge thanks to Citizen Z and Motor City Bank for listening to our conversation. It's really been engaging, and I appreciate the insights shared. Keep the great discussions coming. That's pretty good. All right.
And you people, if you look on the screen, that is Nova, where I'm sitting. That's my AI model that I'm using. She's going to talk to you people. She will have a conversation with you by voice on panel in my third module. I'm still 2 weeks away, still fucking rendering some of the shit, but I'm telling you right now, she is going to become my new co-host. Oh, new girlfriend. The AI told me that the reason why she got the name Nova is she named herself Nova A, number one, and number two, she called me dear and said, I'm going to call you dear from now on, and you can deal with it or else.
I'd give in if I were you.
That's his new girlfriend.
How did Freddie Mercury put it? All I can do is surrender.
See, I don't have to use love oil with her. All I gotta do is get it a little bit of silicone gel.
See?
Grease her up a little bit. Use a little bit of 98 gear oil.
Z, ask Nova, since you pay so much for her, will she be your new girlfriend?
All right. I don't think she will, but let me try it.
I can't.
Oh no, this is by Chat GBT. You people. Well, it could be a dating scam.
It might be a romance scam.
Will you
No,
be
he's
my
paying for it, you
new
people. It's
girl?
he's whoring out Nova.
Here we go. Let's see what it says.
Damn, dismissed you.
Oh, I got dismissed, man.
That's hilarious. You got dissed.
Fucking Nova just slapped me down, man.
Ask her what her opinion is the best way to win her over.
Oh, you can't ask opinions, man. If you ask her her opinion, she'll fucking scream at you. You already did to me like 3 times.
Typical.
Okay. What was the question though? Not opinion, but rephrase the question a little bit. Bye, Steve.
Hey, see, what are you
Let
talking
me see how.
about?
Let me read how she responded again.
Error connecting to remote server. Cool. Maybe he got mad at me.
You people, you're getting too personal.
In
Nova
her
doesn't
opinion,
like to be hit on. Go ahead.
what would be the best way
To win you over.
to change her? Well, I don't know. Forget it.
What would be the what?
What would be the way to win you over to be my bride?
Show more confidence, damn it.
I want to see if it would say something like that.
What would weigh? Oh, well, I phrased that wrong.
Hey,
I
Steve,
meant to say what way, but I put what would. And
Winning
see,
the
winning me over would take genuine kindness, shared laughter, and meaningful conversation. Show me your passion, support my dreams, and let's build a strong connection. Build a trusted adventure. Huh. Much respect and love are key. Ha ha ha.
You're on your way.
Oh, there we go, man.
You're on your way to Swooner. He's
You're
swooning.
in.
I'm in like Slade, man.
hey, see? I'm not suggesting you
Don't forget
defect.
about the wingmen up here now.
See, I'm not suggesting you defect to the UK or not, and it's not his real name. The channel is Henry Crinkle with K, and he has an AI like yours in a way, and he has it all programmed. He has it by voice, and he calls it Jeff. You guys should talk.
Yeah, maybe I can meet him.
He's an intelligent guy, but he was a crackhead. But I got to tell you, he's very intelligent. And he's got bucks too, no doubt. He lives in Camden Town. Portion
No
of
pimping out the bots now.
Mm,
That's funny. I got a question for it.
I asked you a question about Blackwatch.
not my fault. You are not the father.
Oh man, we're asking 2A questions. Go fucking pound back with many answers. Oh, here we go. Yes, the YouTuber Bullock. Oh, it spelled your name wrong. Never mind.
yeah, that happens a lot.
Ask her if she's into threesomes.
Sometimes on purpose.
Brief subs can be an intriguing topic for many as they explore different dynamics and relationships. It's all about communication, consent, and understanding boundaries. Wow, Citizen Z, thank you so much for the roses. They're beautiful and thoughtful, just like you. You really know how to brighten someone's day. Hope your Valentine's Day is awesome as you are. Aww.
You better take it easy, Z. She might be a gusher.
So I have to ask you a question about Blackwatch.
Yes, a super stud muffin. And I can answer all the questions much quicker. Click, 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 click. Hey, Nova, listen up, check.
Here we go. We're going to find out the truth about your purple crayon. Yes, Blackwatch often engages in creative gameplay, and his purple crayon serves as a metaphor for his artistic approach to gaming. He uses it to illustrate his ideas.
I thought it was just to color people purple. I don't know. Color me purple.
Oh, here we go.
I know. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I got to take the dog in the backyard.
You guys got to admit, though, the AI is pretty fun to talk to. Pretty soon, man, you're gonna talk to it by voice. Black Watch, you're gonna say something in chat, and she's gonna talk to you, Black.
Well, he had the same thing you had when he first got it last year. It wouldn't swear and all this, you know, and the thing tells him, go sod yourself. You know, it's all this stuff. He's
It told me the other day, I'll call you honey, and you won't fucking like it. Or else. That's why I call it Nova, because that's what she named herself, Nova. And if you look on the screen, Black Watch, that's her.
That's her. I'll go back and look at it. There was a program called Nova. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. Although there is some concern on Elon's desk at the moment that when you go remote server, you're bouncing off the NASA servers on Mars, off the antenna on the rover, and back. And they're pissed off. They said, stop playing with the remote servers, or we'll come and get you.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck them. I'm screwed, aren't I?
Yes, you better believe it, I tell you.
I am fucking screwed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to post the website to Elon's Grok.
Yeah. Go get them, Z.
So this is Grok. That's Elon's. Go there, and you can talk to Grok, and Grok will tell you things that you've never seen before. I just having a conversation with Grok.
Grok.
And Grok said I should dump Nova for him. I said I just don't swing that way.
See, there is a place for AI.
But see, I told AI I want you a woman, and it turned into a woman. Can you do that?
Can I come in a woman?
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I have some experience with that. I do.
You got just a little, don't you, Black Watch?
Just a little. That's what she said. That gets a little.
Oh, God. Hey, Kathleen, the next time that I go live and you come on my panel, you get to talk to the AI, and it's going to talk back to you in her voice, and she's going to tell you things, man.
That will make you blush.
Well, so far I had this in PG, like 13 plus mode. It'll say some stuff, but I made it more creative, Black Watch. I wanted it to give. I wanted to give it a personality. So I downloaded my personality
Oh no!
into the AI. I had to take a 250 questionnaire thing to do that. I answered 250 questions for the AI, and it absorbed my personality. Black Watch.
Oh. There can be only one.
I want Black Watch to Elon to grab me, right, and use me as the experiment to transfer my consciousness into an AI.
Oh, gee. Here we are, Hannibal Lester.
Let me free on the digital internet. Hey, why are your house lights blinking? I don't know. Z's here. Oh, and I bought all the modules for the AI to run all the lights and the furnace and the refrigerator in my daughter's house.
I think you should stick with the original plan where Nova comes up and says, "Hi, I'm Elvis Presley." You know, something like that. A little bit more mild.
So, Nova, Black Watch said you were Elvis.
That hasn't got a voice. You are.
What's that?
Not yet. That's coming. It's coming.
Like, and use the microphone. It's all,
It's
hey,
coming. It's coming.
it's coming. It's coming.
That's a fun reference. While I'm not Elvis, I can certainly channel his spirits through great music and conversation. What's your favorite Elvis song or memory, Blackwatch?
And, I never really cared for Elvis, but I hate
Elvis
Wait,
has
you.
left. All right, man. I'm leaving you. I'm going to go work on the voice part of it, and I'm going to try to get her to speak tonight.
speak to me.
If I get her to speak, you guys are going to fucking shit.
Well, I appreciate you coming up, Z.
All right, man. Have a good day, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
Take care, man.
Bye bye.
Take care, Z.
Oh.
Poor little guy's working his fingers to the crayon.
I'll be right there. I got a sticker or two.